Welcome to my views on news. Breaking news for you regarding the conflict within the Orthodox Church, conflict between the church and the government, where around 2 weeks ago a splinter faction emerged led by Abune Sarios. Three archbishops, Abune Sarios, Abune Zinamorkos, Abune Evostotios, made appointments of 26 bishops that led to start of conflict. Orthodox Church revoked their titles. They revoked titles of Holy Synod members in return, and Church announced a protest, but the protest was suspended. It was postponed after PM Abiy held meetings with the Patriarch at the palace, Prime Minister Palace. Now, breaking news for you is that the Oromia region-based Splinter Orthodox faction archbishops have apologized to Ethiopian Orthodox Church. It is being confirmed by state media as well. Where did this happen? Did the Splinter group archbishops go to church headquarters? Was PM Abiy there? Was Daniel Kibre there too? Well, PM Abiy, Daniel Kibre, advisor to PM on social affairs, equal to the rank of a minister, security officials, three archbishops, Splinter group, Abune Zinamorkos, Abune Sarios, Abune Evostotios. Reportedly, they arrived at a church headquarters a few hours ago. Meeting was held between the Holy Synod, the Patriarch, and these visitors. PM Abiy left, reportedly. Daniel Kibre left too, reportedly. And then Abune Sarios, the head of Splinter Oromia region-based faction, apologized. He has submitted a letter of apology to Ethiopian Orthodox Church. It has been confirmed now, being confirmed by several sources. And state media reported just a few minutes ago that dispute between fathers has been resolved through discussion and dialogue. Orthodox Church, Holy Synod, is going to speak in after a few minutes. Some live coverage is ongoing as well from the church. But what we have been able to confirm is that the issue has been resolved, though the statement of the Holy Synod is awaited. Will Holy Synod restore the ranks of these three archbishops and other 25 bishops whose titles were revoked as well? Interestingly, it was just yesterday that one of the appointees who apologized to Orthodox Church returned to Oromia Synod. And he was seen with this Oromo Splinter Orthodox faction bishops. Abune Hebte Mariam, he said he was forced to go to Addis Ababa to apologize to the Holy Synod, but that he returned to the Oromia Synod. Now you see what is happening, that this Oromia region-based Splinter faction is apologizing, and Church, Holy Synod, is reinstating them, it seems. The issue has been resolved, it seems, though confirmation is awaited. Holy Synod will speak after a few minutes. By the way, today is Wednesday, and on Wednesday, Ethiopian Federal Court was due to make a decision about a case filed by Orthodox Church of Ethiopia, about which last week the court released a provisional order and it told Oromia Splinter faction from it stopped the Oromia Splinter faction from taking control of new churches in Oromia. Today was the day when a final decision was due to be made by the court. But a lot happened behind the scenes. Government intervened, obviously, because PM Abiy, Daniel Kebre, they arrived there at the church headquarters in Addis Ababa, the capital city. Government realized, I think, that it was difficult for the government to confront the church. On day one, PM Abiy's government took a position that it was internal matter of the church and that the concerns of the new faction should be addressed by the church elders. And then we saw that church took a very strong position inside Ethiopia, abroad as well. We saw massive gatherings, religious gatherings. Pressure was exerted upon PM Abiy's government. Then some arrests were made and PM Abiy's government claimed that some people were planning a coup. They were forming an organization to stage a coup against the federal government of PM Abiy. Hundreds have been arrested in the past few days. Amhara to Addis Ababa roads were closed. Addis Ababa was cut off because there were fears that people from Amhara region, some Fano fighters, their sympathizers, some church supporters could enter Addis Ababa and create law and order situation. A command post was set up in Addis Ababa, which was unprecedented. Though Africa Union Summit is underway in Addis Ababa, but it happened last year as well, but there was no command post established. But this year, there were serious fears of instability. That is why Ethiopian army's command post was established, because there were fears of an attempt to stage a coup against the government by mobilizing religious elements in Addis Ababa. So government stepped back, it seems. Government was not in a position to continue supporting Oromia region-based Splinter Orthodox faction, which tried to mobilize people in Oromia. But even in Oromia, we saw that not large number of people backed this group. Like we saw in West Hararge, in Kiro, they took control of a church, but the bishop appointed there had to leave the church. Why? Because people were not attending the sermons of the bishop appointed by the new Splinter Oromia region-based Orthodox faction. That is why the father, the priest, he had to leave the church. So overall, even in Oromia, the group could not gain a strong foothold. Though we saw that some groups remained silent in Oromia, and their silence was seen as support for this new group. Oromo activists and some supporters of Oromo Liberation Army, they supported this Oromia region-based new faction. Oromia political parties like OFC did not say a word. I think OLF, Oromo Liberation Front, spoke. Other parties remained silent. So the group could not mobilize people to support it in Oromia. So that is why maybe the group decided to apologize. Government has realized that in case of continuation of this tension could be deadly for the government too. It could be a threat to PM Abiy's government, because we have been hearing that some Amhara businessmen and non-Amhara as well who support the church, they have been trying to organize people for a movement against the government. So power players in Ethiopia, some of them, powerful players, they were uniting against the government. Though they did not launch any decisive action against the government, but the government has changed its position because it has felt that it would be risky for the government to continue this confrontation. That is why better sense has prevailed, I would say, that bloodshed has been averted, that the issue has been resolved internally. Now, the church has been saying that the three archbishops violated church law, that church will deal in accordance with church laws. Now, when they have apologized, will church laws still be implemented? Or will the patriarch, the synod apologize? Will they accept the apology? Let's see. We'll try to update you in coming videos. So far, the three archbishops, especially the Abune Sarios, what we have heard is that Abune Sarios has apologized. He has submitted a letter of apology. Obviously, he is heading this new Oromia region-based faction. It means that the faction bishops, archbishops, they are apologizing to the Holy Synod led by the Patriarch Abune Matthias. Thank you for watching.